Hello guys, good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Haoma underscore KE. So today I'm going to harvest some collard greens that we are going to use for a supper today. So our collard greens are really doing well, and we have been receiving a lot of rain for the past two weeks, and even today, as you can tell with the clouds that are formed, it means you're going to receive rain early. So our collards are doing very fine, and because here we do organic farming, I fully depend on mulching. And if you've been here for some time, you remember me mulching my collards and other vegetables. So they're really doing well, especially if it rains, the mulch rots, and that's what we gain and get compost manure. So I'll be harvesting and also planting some more collards if I see some spaces in between, because during the time that I was planting, there was very little rain, so some of the collards or the kales died off. So I'll be planting some more. So in each and every space that I get, I'll be just plucking some suckers from the farm and then plant. So my sukuma wiki are purely suckers sukuma wiki or collard greens, if you may say so. So I fully depend on suckers, kales, because they last longer, and I will always have the suckers here. Anytime that I want to plant more suckers, I will just pluck from the mature ones and then plant them. And the secret about suckers scales is that you're supposed to, if you see them fully matured, you're supposed to just uproot them and then replant the suckers from the mature ones. And if you've been here for some time, you remember me doing that when I removed all the suckers on this side, and this other side, that's where the suckers remained on this other part. So this is just how I pluck my suckers, very easy. Or they also grow with the tip of the kale, just the tip of the kale. You can just pluck it or just break it and then plant it, just as simple as that. That's how they grow. And I've realized some of my kales have been attacked by pests. So in my next video, I'm going to apply organic paste, which is made from vinegar, water, and some cinnamon. Just you mix them together and then you apply. And I also pour ash. Ash is a very good pest control. Anytime you see pest in your farm, just pour wood ash. Most of the time we pour wood ash, because here it is in the village. It is very common to have ash because we use outdoor kitchen and also the charcoal one. But the best one is from the outdoor one, because it is made from specifically wood. The ash is from wood. I dropped here some melon, and funny enough, some have grown, some didn't grow. I just dropped the seeds after we ate some watermelon, and I still have some watermelon on the front part of the farm. So let me just go and harvest some bell peppers if I'm going to get, and some carrots, and then go and wash our vegetables. Our bell peppers are really doing well, but they are not yet fully mature. Just one tree and already we have 4 bell peppers. And the good thing about growing bell peppers is that, or bell peppers, or what we call hoho here in Kenya, is that they grow really well and for a longer period. So you can harvest the bell peppers for a very long period, like even 6 months or even 8 months. So this small part, I know I'm going to harvest some more bell peppers from that area. And these are wild amaranth. I do not plant my amaranth here. They just grow like weeds and we harvest just like that. So before I go to the kitchen or get out of the farm, let me harvest some spring onions. I am a lover of spring onions, and I've planted spring onions from the back of the house and also the front of the garden. We have a lot of spring onions. And the secret about spring onions, anytime you uproot, you just have to plant 1 or 2 from the bunch that you get, or from the bunch that you uproot. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what makes me have constant supply of spring onions all through the year. I have never bought spring onions here, so anytime I just want to harvest, I just harvest, uproot. There are 2 ways: you can just uproot or just pluck the spring onions and they just remove other leaves again. So I'm going to wash the vegetables from our outdoor sink. I really love this outdoor sink because it makes my work easier. Instead of just taking your dirt inside the house with the mud, because it has been raining a lot, so the vegetables have a lot of soil. So the beauty about having this outdoor kitchen is that you're able to just clean your vegetables comfortably, with ease, without disturbing anyone in the house. If somebody wants to use the indoor sink, they'll just use it. So I'm going to thoroughly wash them, like 3 washes, and then start preparing supper, because right now it's around 4 p.m. so it's better to start early. So we are still in that mood of festivities, holiday season. So that's why today we just want to have a simple meal, a coconut wet fried chicken with some greens. And I have two options, either to cook ugali or to cook it with chapati. So I'll just, during the video, I'll just let you know what we are going to eat it with. Contemplating on cooking it with ugali, but again, there's nothing that tastes good like chicken with chapati. And it has started raining, so nowadays it's just common to have rain all through the day, or sometimes it comes early in the morning or late in the evening. So, and that is the good thing about living here in the village. And because the weather pattern really has changed drastically, just from nowhere we've been receiving rain. And the time that we wanted a lot of rain, it was the time that our maize were flowering, but it wasn't raining. But right now, we are just going to be planting some vegetables, because during January, I know and I believe that it will be very sunny. So let me break this coconut. It was my sister brought for me when she came here. So, and she's the one that taught me how to break it with a panga. I used to just drop it on the ground so that you can break it, but she showed me how to break it easily just with the panga. So I'm just going to remove them from the shell, coconut shell, and then I will blend it. That's the simplest way to get now the coconut milk. And I'm going to use that coconut milk with so that I can cook it with the chicken. And because the kids are tasting the coconut, let me just break two so that it will be enough. We'll have enough a liquid so that you can use it. So if you do not have a blender, the easiest way also to get that liquid is through grating. So you can just grate your coconut and then squeeze them with hot water. Just use hot water and then soak it for some time, and then squeeze it with some clean cloth, and then you'll get that coconut liquid. But if you have a blender, it is the easiest way. Just blend it and then drain it with a sieve, or even you can use a clean cloth to just drain or get that liquid. So I've been showing you how to make chicken so many times, but today I just want to show you again because I'm using coconut. So I'm going to put some onions inside and then put some cooking oil, just a little bit, because kienyeji chicken or local chicken here always has that fat in their skin, so they're always fatty, natural fat, organic fat, if I may say so. So I'm going to let the onions cook, not too much. I do not want them to be brown, just a little bit, and then I'm going to add a mixture of turmeric, ginger and garlic. That's what I'm pounding right now. I've added some salt. Salt helps to ease in with the pounding, so I'll add them later after the onions have cooked a little bit. So this is the right time to add your a mixture of the three, the garlic, ginger and the turmeric. I have turmeric in the farm, but they are not yet mature, so I do not want to disturb them right now. I'll be harvesting them, I think in the next 1 month I'll start harvesting them, and they are very easy to grow. Just like ginger, they grow the same way, and they take longer to uproot, not to uproot, to germinate or to shoot. So you just wait for 2 months and then they'll shoot, and then that's when they grow. I've added some spring onions because I really love when the spring onions are a little bit green, so I do not overcook them, just a little bit, and then that's when I'm going to add some tomatoes. So one of the things that I've struggled also to grow here are the tomatoes. I don't know the reason why, because I've not gotten a glimpse of how to grow them successfully, but I'm going to um, research a lot and grow them in my next season. So I've added some tomato paste and then some soy sauce. So I'm also going to add some more spices, the chicken masala. It's a mixture of different types of spices inside, and then some salt, and then I'm going to cover it so that the tomatoes can cook well, and that's when I'm going to add now our chicken. So as our tomatoes are cooking, I've just decided to prepare the chicken with chapati. So chapati is just a local food here in Kenya. There are some other countries that call it differently, but here we call chapati just a mixture of the dough is made from wheat flour with some salt and sugar and some, mine I add salt and sugar, but some people just add salt and that's it. So we just add salt and sugar and some oil with some warm water or cold water. It depends with how you know how to make yours, because people make chapati dough differently. Others make it with warm water, others make it with cold water, others make it with very hot water, but for me I make it with warm water with some cooking oil and some salt and sugar and just the wheat flour. That's how I make mine, and then you make sure you knead it properly. So right now I just want to cut them into smaller pieces. And before we continue, let's check our tomatoes and see if they are fully cooked. So after the tomatoes are fully cooked, this is the part that you add your chicken. And I'm not going to add water. When I cook my chicken, I make sure that it cooks with the natural water that it has, or the water that was inside when you're washing it. Because we are cooking coconut chicken, I'm going to add now the coconut milk during this time. Then I'll cover it and then let it cook until all the water is gone, and then I'm going to add some soup if I want to. So I'll add the first liquid that we got from the first instant we made from the first sieve after we blended, and then I'm going to turn it up, cover it and let it cook until all the water or the soup is gone, and then I'm going to add the second liquid that we made also with the remaining coconut that remained on the sieve, because they still has some soup in it. So that's when I'm going to add at the end. So let me also just cook the vegetables. So I'll just use only onions, and then with some salt, and put the vegetables inside, and that is it for our vegetables. Just simple like that. And if I only do that if I am eating the vegetable with another accompaniment like meat. But if I am only eating the vegetable with ugali, I'll put some tomatoes inside and some royco. If you're Kenyan, you know what royco is. It's a Kenyan spice, very nice one. It has all the spices inside. Our chicken, let's check. Our chicken is also doing really nice. The water has or the soup has really gone down. That's when you know that your chicken is almost cooked. And if it was a young chicken, they cook very fast. But if it was old, I would have put it in the pressure cooker so that it cooks quickly. But because this one is a young one, it is just okay with that process. Our chicken is now ready. Let's cook a chapati now. I'm going to also check the vegetables. We do not overcook here vegetables, just either we do steaming or just shallow cook. Just very little time, like 5 minutes, vegetables is ready because we get our vegetables fresh from the farm, so they cook very fast and they are very soft. So if you cover if you cover it, it will continue cooking, but I do not want to cover mine, just a little bit so that it doesn't continue cooking. And now let's start cooking chapati. I have shown you so many videos of cooking chapatis, so I will not show you the whole process, just a little bit of the videos, and then after I'm done, we'll serve and then take our dinner. So today we are celebrating my husband's birthday, and he said he does not want to have a lot of glam, a lot of cakes and stuff like that. So I decided just to prepare him some small meal that he can just enjoy because he loves chicken. So we are going to just celebrate his birthday with some small meal, an intimate family dinner, and then that will be it. So I am done preparing dinner, so it's time to serve. So, and our chicken came out so nicely. It is so nice. I wish we had a lot of coconut here in the village because it is very hard to get coconut or some of the things that we get in the supermarkets. Our supermarkets do not stock a lot of these fancy things, like even the coconut, they do not stock it. But if we had coconut here, I think I will be cooking a food with a coconut every single time, especially the beans. They really taste well with coconut. So let me serve so that we can take our dinner. So if you have watched this video till the end, thank you so much. Be blessed. Happy New Year, and thank you so much for always supporting my channel. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I will see you in my next video. It's bye bye.